Justice, ladies.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
1, 2, 3.
Hi, guys.
We are Justice Ladies.
Hello. Hi.
And we will talk about the
LGBTQ plus community today. Oh my goodness. Another saucy topic for today. So we are going to discuss about our knowledge and what do we think about LGBTQ plus and how is it in Korea and other countries probably. So, do we know what is it? What is it about?
LGBTQ and plus. L is lesbian, and G is gay, and B is bisexual, and T is transgender, and Q is queer.
Yeah,
And there's many more.
many more, like more than 300 I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically that's what is it stands for. So basically, I'm sorry, but everybody else besides of straight, in my opinion. So what do you guys know about? Do you guys have any community in your countries without LGBTQ that you know? Like any like
But there are many discrimination about for the LGBTQ, and actually in Korea have the gay club or lesbian club and so many groups in society. And although we have many discrimination about LGBTQ, but many people try to respect them. So actually transgender can be the star, and they show in the broadcast and many people support them. So but exactly the many people think it is not normal. Yeah, but in Korea many people try to respect them.
I think it's still not that much like
Mainstream.
in here because for example there is this K-pop culture, right? And there are so many idols, like so many each year, and even actors, like not even K-pop but actors, like public personalities. And I think there can be, like statistically there can be lesbians or gays or like LGBTQ people between them, but they are not allowed or they are like forced to not come out because this would damage their reputations. Because people still would think that, oh, you're gay, you're trans, you're whatever, you should not be on television, you shouldn't be an influence to people, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, you're not a person basically.
Yeah, so I think there is still this issue that it's really secretive in Korea, I think still. Like, it's getting better and better, like Korea's getting more open in certain ways, but it's still very secretive. There are like one or two idols who I know that they came out publicly, like I think his name is Holland, right?
Yeah.
Like he's openly gay and he's making content with these, he's making lyrics with his emotions about this topic, and I think that's a very good a start for the entertainment industry to acknowledge these people too, because they are just people just like us.
There's also this one celebrity. I don't know his name, but something like Hong something. But he's more like an entertainer, comedian. He's bald.
Yeah,
yeah.
his bald. I don't remember. Hong Sakjol.
Yeah. Him.
He-
And yeah, I remember watching like a video about him on YouTube, and it just like told about how much he had to go through and you know basically like suffer because he came out as being gay.
Yeah, I think I saw that too.
Yeah.
That he was a really famous comedian, maybe.
Yeah.
And then he came out publicly, and his agency fired him, and he was banned from television and from the industry for many years, and that's why he opened restaurant instead. But still, people still mocked him because he was gay. But some years ago, not too long ago, he was able to come back to the industry, and now he's very respected. He's making content. He's in TV shows, and people are start to realize that his personality is what it is. It's not about his sexuality. It's not about who he is attracted to, but it's just who he is. Like, it doesn't matter who you like honestly. And I think that's a big step for Korea, like to respect and accept these people too, because they're just people.
Right. I remember I was once walking somewhere near Itaewon, and it was like a really quiet neighborhood. And I remember there was one LGBTQ flag there, and I was like really surprised because once I like read a news on Twitter that in some area of Seoul they like put up some LGBTQ flags, but they had them taken down. So yeah, it was just like a way to show that these people exist, but they were like taken down. So when I saw that flag, I was like quite surprised that it's still there and not taken down.
I think still like this 2020 and 2021 was the revolutionary years for this community, when LGBTQ people started to voice their opinion about their issues and started to make steps to be accepted in different countries all around the world, I think. So it's not just in Korea, it's in Europe, it's in America, it's in every continent. Like, people started to voice their opinion and voice their soul that they need to be treated equally. They needed to be treated just as anybody else, and that is a really good thing.
Right.
But at the same time, I do feel some people, not everybody, go overboard with some of their statements from the LGBT community. I do have friends from the community, so I am kinda in a situation where I can say that I know some stuff, but it's my opinion. What I think is some of the LGBTQ members are trying really hard to force their own opinions and sometimes rules to other people, even inside their own community, to be in the same page. So, for example, if there would be a person who says like, oh, okay, I respect you and stuff, but I cannot support that you are like going to schools and like, or kindergartens, and like you're telling little kids that there can be women and men, but there can be like men and men, and they should be together. So that caused a big trouble. So what I'm saying is that some people try to force this community to little kids, which I do not agree upon as well. For example, it's in my country right now, because it can be controversial that I'm going to say now. I do not think so that we should expose this type of community to young kids. I do not think there should be books about this community to kids that in kindergarten that should talk about sexuality. It's not just about LGBTQ, but also straight people. There should not be talks about sexuality in that certain age, because a kid cannot determine their own willingness. They cannot process the meaning of these things. So I think that's one of the pet peeves of this community, that they try to force everything onto everybody, like
But then,
including kids.
don't you think if like kids are exposed to it, and if in the future they feel like they belong to the community, wouldn't it be easier for them maybe to like come out to their parents, or maybe just accept themselves in the first place? Because like if we directly, like in my opinion, I think it's not bad to teach kids from a very young age about this, because then it also teaches them to basically treat everyone the same and not discriminate maybe, and also not to be weirded out by stuff like that. And if in the future, if they start to question themselves, and if they feel like they belong to the community, so they would not be weirded out or by themselves, basically just like accept themselves in the first place.
I think for me, what I say is that's also that point, but for me it's not just about this community, but for kids 3-4-year-olds should not be exposed to this type of community, or even just like sexuality itself. Like there shouldn't be discussed like there is like this gender, and they belong together. That's also another good point. They should just be kids, and they should not care about their sexuality at that age. What I think would be proper, because there is also puberty, and in puberty there are a lot of people, that's not natural thing when you question your sexuality. Like you can be confused, you can think that, oh, maybe I'm in this community, I think I'm something else, I may be lesbian, I might be bisexual, because that's how puberty works. That's when the body changes, your mindset changes, you're starting to grow up. But that's the one time until I think you should not be pushed towards none of this side. So you shouldn't be pushed to be straight, you shouldn't be pushed to be LGBTQ. You should be left alone and just try to figure it out on your own, and not be involved in any of this. Because to be honest, I saw many YouTube videos about transgender people who transitioned very young, like 14, 16, and they regretted and retransitioned back because they were pushed into one of the communities that was like, oh, I am definitely this one. Finally, I find a place where people accept me, who I am. But at the same time, later on, when the puberty was done, they figure out their own selves, like, oh, this is not who I am. I feel different. I feel like I can be in a different community. I don't particularly feel like I am belonging here. And they regretted their decisions, and transitioning from one to another in the transgender sense is a big decision. And for example, for a woman who's transitioning into men, there are certain changes that you cannot reverse. For example, the voice. You cannot get your voice back how it was before, because your vocal cords thicken and you're gonna get man voice until your rest of your life. So, and for a man who's transitioning to a woman, he's losing muscle mass, getting a different hormonal stuff, and also getting breasts. However, it's kind of easier to transition, but still, it is really hard to reverse the permanency of these precisions. And there are many people who regret it, but they are not talked about this LGBTQ community. And my friends also told me that even they are belonging to this community, they are not always agreeing how they treat people inside this community, because they treat people who transitioned or regretted their decision joining it, they treating there as an outcast, like, oh, we thought you were with us, but now you're betraying us, so go out. So I think that's a not too bright side of this community. That's why I think that younger people, until you are like 18, you should not be really pushed into one side. Of course, you can be educated at home, like don't be discriminative towards people. You can love is everything. You can love one another. It doesn't matter who is who. Love is love. But in school environment, as a curriculum, you shouldn't be exposed to it as it is.
But sometimes exposing to it would not necessarily mean being pushed towards it, right? It could just mean being just educating, maybe.
Well, for that one, that's also good. You can have, but for like kindergarten sense, like when the kids getting books about two gay princes, and they see that, okay, that they learn this, that they will get this, that this is how they have to act later on in their life. So the thing is, kids' brain process things differently than adults, and what they see, they literally meaning that, oh, I will have to do it like this in the future. So it can influence their later decisions, what they learned from these children books.
And as my point of view, the reason that many people LGBTQ is not normal is, I think many people don't think their love is not normal. Yeah. Their LGBTQ's love is not normal, and many people think their love is very unique. There is not true love. Their love is not love, not true. So, but actually, in all time and in my childhood, I think also it is not normal, but in the world and in the years, many people live and together, and there are so many people. So I think we have to respect the various love or various people. So I think LGBTQ's love is not normal. Their love can be normal, because what is normal? What is originality? So I think it is not it is not static to the normal or ordinary or unique. So I think everything can be respected, and we are same. We are have various appearance, various thinking. So I think they are respected to many people, and their love can be true love. And yeah, so I think they can be respected, and we have to respect them. So yeah,
I mean, love is love, and it's literally people's choice who they want to choose. And I don't like, we are no one to like judge them or maybe tell them if that is right or wrong. So yeah, it's literally none of our business.
yeah, and actually I'm loving someone and I have boyfriend. So nowadays I'm thinking about love very many times, and love is not statistics and decided by for gender or sex, or we can love someone in our heart. So I think well, also we have the sexual 욕구를
Desire?
Yeah. We have sexual desire, but it is not decided only the sexual desire love. So love is loving. We can love someone in our heart. So I think their love is
It's not
love,
all about body
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It's people's feeling. Yeah.
Our video about LGBTQ plus community. We hope we did not offend anyone, and even if we did, we are sorry. That was never our intention. And we hope you liked our video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And see you next time.
See you next
Bye
time.
bye.
Bye.
Until now, we are
Justice
Ladies.
Bye
Bye
bye.
Okay.
야, 내가 그렇게 밉냐? 잘 생각해봐. 행복한 순간들이 더 많았잖아. 너는 어떨지 모르겠지만 나한텐 네가 온 세상의 중심이었단 말야.